So real not interesting, man. Okay, there was a huge gap. That one class in last week, then again last another week, another class. It is getting delayed. What about only 56 cadets have joined, students have joined? What about others? Please ask them to join the class immediately. Please give the reminder. Please everyone, please give the reminder. Yes, what about others? Only 58 were joined. Who is the CR?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
We're asking them to join.
Yeah, please ask them to join the class immediately. Why they were very delayed? This is very bad. Give the reminder, ask them to join the class immediately.
Yes, sir.
Hello. CR, come to video mode, CR. Who is CR?
Yes, sir.
Samruddhi Thakre. Give reminder to them.
Yes, sir.
Come to video mode. Are you there? For my class, really, this is very bad. Strength is only 63. Okay, what is the previous class in the technology of water? Where we are, can anybody repeat? The softening of water was done. What is softening of water? Yes, please, quick revision.
The removal of hardening causing cations.
No, not cations, all. Okay, all the suspended particles from the water.
I mean to say ions.
Ions,
Like
all
soda.
types of ions. Okay, all types of ions are removed from the water. All types of ions are otherwise impurities or hardness causing ions or alkalinity causing ions. All types of ions can be removed from the water sample. That is the softening of water. Then softening of water, how many steps are there?
External and
Internal methods and
External and internal. Then external methods. What are the external? Please, if anybody are comfortable, you be in video mode. Okay, during the discussion, you be in video mode. Then external methods and internal methods. In the external methods, what are those methods?
zeolite
outside the boiler.
process, ion
Zeolite
exchange
process
method,
and
lime soda
lime
process.
soda process.
Lime soda process.
Then internal methods. What are the internal methods? Okay, that we will discuss later. Carbonate conditioning, Kalgan conditioning, phosphate conditioning, colloidal conditioning, different methods are there that we will discuss. Now, in the zeolite process, what is the main chemistry involved in the zeolite process? Yes, please.
Cation exchange. Cation exchange with sodium.
The sodium ions which are present in the zeolites, those sodium ions are readily exchanged with hardness causing cations. That means the zeolite bed is there. In the zeolite bed, sodium ions are there. Then the hard water is percolated over through the zeolite bed. Then the hardness causing cations are retained with the zeolite bed. Then the normal water may that may go through the zeolite bed. Then here what happened, the sodium ions which were released from the zeolite bed, that may be in the resultant water, then bicarbonate ions, anions. If calcium bicarbonate is there, calcium ion retains with zeolite, then bicarbonate ions may be there. वो समझ गया ना? अरे yes, that process understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अरे reply fast, man. Give fast. It is getting waste. Then how we are regenerating the zeolite bed?
Brine solution.
Brine solution, 10% aqueous sodium chloride solution. Simply, when after some time the zeolite bed may be exhausted, that means all the hardness causing ions are there. Then after that, simply you pour the brine solution. Then what happened? All the hardness causing ions, cations may be removed. Then sodium ions are replaced. Brine solution means sodium chloride. Sodium may be replaced with this. Then after some time, okay, you remove the resultant water, then you would be having the activated zeolite. So that activated zeolite, again you can use another slot, next slot. Okay, that is the zeolite bed. What are the advantages? Yes, hardness can be removed. It is very simple process. All types of hardness causing ions may be removed, cations. What are the drawbacks? Anions cannot be removed. Turbid water you cannot use because that is going to block the small pores which are having on the zeolite bed. Isn't it? Are you recalling or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the zeolite bed. The next one is cation ion exchange method. Ion exchange method, ion demineralization method or deionization method. All the three names are same. Here what happened? When cation resin bed is there, anion resin bed is there. When water is passing through the cation resin bed, all types of cations are exchanged with cation resin bed. So in the resultant water, H plus ions may be there. H plus ions are released from cation resin bed. Then the same water is passed through the another bed, that is the anion resin bed. In the anion resin bed, hydroxide ions are there. That anions are exchanged with hydroxide ions. So in the resultant water, H plus ions which are released from the cation resin bed, then OH minus ions which are released from the OH minus ions. So that means at the end we would be having the H plus and OH minus ions only. That means no other ions are present in the water sample. That hence it is called as deionization method, demineralization method. Up to this was already completed. What are the advantages? Is the regeneration. After some time, the cation resin bed, anion resin bed may be exhausted with all types of cations and as well as anions. Then what happened? Then what we have to do? We have to regenerate the ion exchange resin beds. How we are going to regenerate it? Simply, cation resin bed is washed with
NaOH.
HCl.
HCl, dilute HCl. Then anion resin bed,
NaOH.
dilute
NaOH.
NaOH. Don't use NaOH. Dilute NaOH. Here dilute HCl, dilute NaOH. Here dilute HCl, H plus ions are retained. Then dilute sodium hydroxide, hydroxide ions are retained with resin beds. So then we are getting the that softened water. Now see what are the advantages? All types of cations and anions can be removed. Hardness is very minimum. Then that water can be used for industrial applications because no ions are at all. The next one is what are the drawbacks? Yes, drawbacks are very simple. Okay, same again, if heavy metals are there or otherwise turbid water is there, you cannot use that water. Then this process, to monitor the process, skilled person is required. That means not any person cannot operate this equipment. One skilled person is required, and it is costly affair because we are using the cation resin bed, anion resin bed. They are highly costly. So some budgetary issue is there. So these are some of the drawbacks. The next one is third external method is lime soda process. Lime soda. Lime stands for calcium hydroxide. Soda stands for sodium carbonate. So in the lime soda process, what happened? Simply we are adding lime and soda to the water sample. Calculated amount of lime and soda can be added to the water sample. Then what happened? All types of hardness causing ions which are present in the water, they may react with lime and they may react with soda. So for example, temporary hardness causing ions may be removed with the help of calcium hydroxide. That is nothing but lime. But whereas permanent hardness causing ions can be removed by soda. That is nothing but sodium carbonate. Some exceptions are there. So for example, temporary hardness, lime is required. Permanent hardness, soda is required. Calcium permanent hardness, soda is required. But magnesium permanent hardness, like magnesium chloride and magnesium sulfate, okay, lime is also required. These are some of the exceptions. Say for example, for temporary hardness, calcium bicarbonate 1 mole of lime is required, but magnesium bicarbonate 2 moles of lime is required. That means if you go through the stoichiometric reaction, then you can understand, yes, how many moles of lime and soda is required. That is very, very important. I think this was already covered. So here what happened, okay, that water, simply we are adding calculated amount of lime and soda. So that hardness causing ions may react with corresponding lime and soda. They are converted into precipitates. That precipitates may be removed. Then the resultant water, the remaining water can be used for the industrial applications. This is the lime and soda. Here, there are two methods are there: cold lime soda process and hot lime soda process. In the cold lime soda process, simply the lime and calculated amount of lime and soda are added at room temperature. But whereas in the hot lime soda process, at elevated temperature, we are adding lime and soda. In the cold lime soda process, we have seen two methods. The first one is batch method, intermittent method. Then second one is conventional methods. That procedure already gave the notes also. Just you go through it. Then after that, okay, what is the differences? Yes, in the cold lime soda process, reactions are slow. Hence, we are adding some coagulants. What are the coagulants? Sodium aluminate and aluminum sulfate. But whereas in the hot lime soda process, the coagulants are not required because of high temperature, the reactions are accelerated. So this is about the hot lime soda process. Up to this is over or not?
Yes, sir. Over.
Over. This is only revision I did.
Yes, sir.
Revision only did. Please be active. Very lazy man, I don't know. Everybody are lazy.
Yes, sir.
Nobody are responding. Please active.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What
sir.
is the total strength of our class? What is the total strength?
73.
73.
So 73. 3.
73, sir.
Okay, yeah. This activeness is required. Or otherwise, see, I am not going to take your class, man. Simply, truly I am speaking. If I am here means in my class, everything should be in your mind. Okay, now I am going to start the calculations. What are the calculations? Okay, this cold lime soda process, conventional type. Okay, this process are already over. Then directly I am switching over to some chemical reactions. I think these reactions is explained or not?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. See here, what I said, some generalized conclusions, please you remember. Generalized conclusion means temporary hardness can be removed by lime. Yes. What are the temporary hardness causing ions? Calcium bicarbonate, magnesium bicarbonate. But here, for calcium bicarbonate, 1 mole of lime is required. Magnesium bicarbonate, 2 moles of lime is required. How? Yes, you go through the stoichiometric reaction. Where was it written? Yes, here. This is the stoichiometric reaction. Calcium bicarbonate plus calcium hydroxide, that is going to produce the calcium carbonate plus 2H2O. That means calcium carbonate is a precipitate, then H2O. That means only the byproduct is calcium carbonate and that too, that is the precipitate. So that may settle down. That means for my conclusion is 1 mole of calcium bicarbonate, 1 mole of lime is required. Bus. Because that is converted to calcium carbonate, that is a precipitate. Now another one, you go through the next reaction. Magnesium bicarbonate plus 2 moles of calcium hydroxide is required for the removal of magnesium hydroxide plus 2 calcium carbonate H2O. See, magnesium hydroxide is also precipitate. Calcium carbonate is precipitate. That may settle down. Then H2O, no byproducts. So my conclusion is, yes, temporary hardness, lime is required or soda is required?
Lime.
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 So, calcium bicarbonate, 1 mole of lime. Magnesium bicarbonate,
2 mole of
No more.
Two
moles
moles
of
of
lime.
lime. Yes, similarly, you remember like this. Calcium permanent hardness, soda is required. What is the calcium permanent hardness? Either calcium chloride or calcium sulfate. Let us go through, say for example, see here, calcium chloride was given. For calcium chloride, I said soda is required only, yes. Lime stands for L stands for lime, L. Soda, yes stands for soda. So you remember, L, that means lime, yes, that means soda. See here, calcium chloride, this is a permanent hardness causing ion. Permanent hardness causing calcium salt. Then sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate, Na chloride, sodium chloride. Calcium carbonate is a precipitate. Sodium chloride is the salt that is existing in the soluble nature. That is existing in the form of soluble form. So that cannot cause that does not cause any hardness or any boiler trouble. Like what are the boiler troubles? Sludge, scale, priming, foaming, carryover, corrosion, caustic embrittlement. Now, see here, calcium sulfate is there similarly. Sodium
Excuse me,
carbonate.
sir.
Huh?
Excuse me, sir. Can you share your screen? I think you haven't shared it.
So it was not shared.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sorry,
No,
man.
sir.
What is this? You people are lazy. I shared since beginning. Check. Are lazy man, lazy. Huh. So are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
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 Yes.
Okay. So calcium bicarbonate, calcium hydroxide, calcium carbonate, 1 mole. Magnesium bicarbonate, 2 moles. Here, these are the precipitates. Byproduct is only water, so that is no problem. Then I said my conclusion is permanent calcium hardness, soda is required. Calcium chloride, calcium sulfate, 1 mole of soda, 1 mole of soda. Calcium carbonate, NaCl. NaCl is readily soluble in water. Then calcium carbonate, sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate is also readily soluble in water. So that means my conclusion is 1 mole of calcium chloride, 1 mole of soda. Similarly, 1 mole of calcium sulfate, 1 mole of soda is required. Then another conclusion I am giving, magnesium permanent hardness. I am not saying magnesium temporary. Magnesium, see, temporary hardness means lime is required. Permanent hardness means soda is required. But magnesium permanent hardness, L plus S is required. L stands for lime, S stands for soda. Lime and soda. How? Why? Yes, you go through the reaction. See here, magnesium chloride is there. 1 mole of lime, that is going to produce the magnesium hydroxide plus calcium chloride. This calcium chloride, the byproduct which is produced in this reaction, that may cause the hardness. So to remove the calcium chloride, 1 mole of soda is required. Here that chemical reaction was shown. Calcium chloride plus sodium carbonate. That means to remove 1 mole of magnesium chloride, lime is required and soda is required. Similarly, if magnesium sulfate is there, then okay, the 1 mole of magnesium sulfate, calcium hydroxide, that is going to produce the magnesium hydroxide plus calcium sulfate. But here the calcium sulfate is also one of the hardness producing substance. To remove that, 1 mole of soda is required. So simply we are adding 1 mole of soda. So what does it mean? My conclusion is 1 mole of magnesium chloride, lime and soda is required. 1 mole of magnesium sulfate, lime and soda is required. So my conclusion is magnesium permanent hardness, L plus S is required. Then similarly, for acids, L plus S is required. Heavy metals, L plus S is required. You remember like this blindly. I am giving some conclusions directly. Even the reactions, if you are not remembering also, no problem. But you remember like this, blindly. You remember the reactions and at the same time, for easy calculation purpose, you remember, okay, final conclusion part. How I am saying for acids, L plus S is required because, see, say for example, HCl is there, calcium hydroxide, calcium chloride plus H2O. That means 1 mole or 2 moles of HCl is there. Calcium chloride is one byproduct. How calcium chloride is removed? Due to addition of soda. See here, calcium chloride, sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate, and HCl. That means if HCl is there, L plus S is required. Similarly, H2SO4 is there. Then here calcium sulfate, that is also one of the hardness producing substance. So L plus S is required. So my conclusion is, if H plus ions are there in the water, or mineral acids, HCl or H2SO4 also called as mineral acids. If these mineral acids are there in the water sample, L plus S is required. Then, if heavy metals are there, what are the heavy metals? If ferrous sulfate is there, or aluminum sulfate is there. See, if ferrous sulfate is there, calcium hydroxide, ferrous hydroxide, calcium sulfate. The calcium sulfate is also required 1 mole of soda. See, calcium sulfate, soda, calcium carbonate, and Na2SO4. That means if iron related ions are there, L plus S is required. Aluminum sulfate is there. Then similarly, here aluminum hydroxide, that is a precipitate calcium sulfate. The calcium sulfate is also hardness producing substance. To remove that, soda is required. So precipitate sodium sulfate. So my conclusion is, see, temporary hardness lime is required, permanent hardness soda is required. But magnesium permanent hardness L plus S is required. Then if H plus ions are there, L plus S is required. Then heavy metals are there, L plus S is required. Similarly, you can remember some other reactions like Okay, if carbon dioxide is there, okay, lime is required. If carbon dioxide is there, lime is required. Whether that reaction was given here, yes, here carbon dioxide is there, 1 mole of lime is required. If H2S is there, 1 mole of lime is required, calcium hydroxide. Heavy metals, L plus S is required. So you remember these things. Okay. Now, okay, what are the numericals? Now I am going to the numericals. What are, somebody are joining? See, the degree of hardness was over in your exam, in your previous class. Degree of hardness.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Who
sir.
explained that degree of hardness?
Ma'am taught us degree.
Degree of hardness. What is that formula? Degree of hardness is equals to
equivalents of CaCO3.
Strength of hardness producing substance into multiplication factor, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Strength of hardness producing substance
Into multiplication factor.
Multiplication
The
factor means
multiplication factor.
molecular weight of calcium
Equivalent
carbonate
weight
by
of substance upon equivalent weight of CaCO3.
molecular weight of calcium carbonate by molecular weight of
Calcium sulfate.
hardness producing substance.
Hardness producing substance, whatever we take.
Okay, now that everybody knows this equation.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, okay. Now, what is the lime requirement? How we are calculating? One mathematical equation is there. There's soda, one general equation. These two equations are the general equations. General equations means, okay, just go through it. 74 by 100 into here, lime is required. Yes, temporary calcium hydroxide, temporary calcium hardness, lime is required. Temporary magnesium bicarbonate, lime is required, but that is 2 moles. Hence, it is 2 into temporary magnesium hardness. Then plus permanent magnesium hardness. Yes, permanent magnesium hardness, L plus S is required. That is exceptional. So lime is required. So that was incorporated here. Carbon dioxide, lime is required, incorporated here. HCl and H2SO4, L plus S is required. L is required. So hence it is incorporated in the L. Then bicarbonate ions. Yes. Okay, that is the bicarbonate ions also. One L is required. Then heavy metals like Fe plus 2 or aluminum plus 3. Yes, L plus S is required. So hence it is incorporated in the lime. Then minus NaAlO2. Why minus NaAlO2? Because if sodium aluminate is there, sodium aluminate is one of the coagulant. If it is added to the water sample, that is going to produce the aluminum hydroxide and sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, if excess sodium aluminate is there, the excess sodium hydroxide is there, that excess sodium hydroxide may equivalent to the 1 mole of soda. Hence, okay, we have to subtract it because we have to calculate the actual amount of requirement of soda or lime. So if this is there means some amount of lime is there, so you have to subtract it, then only you would be calculating how much actual required. Then similarly soda required 106 by 100. So that is nothing but permanent calcium hardness, permanent magnesium hardness plus salts. Then what are the salts? Same. Okay, permanent calcium hardness, soda is required. Permanent magnesium hardness, soda is required. Salts, iron, aluminum, these are also soda is required. Then HCl, H2SO4, acids are there. L plus S is required, so soda is required. So this was incorporated in the soda. Then minus HCO3, minus NaLO2, all expressed in terms of their calcium carbonate equivalents. That means whatever the strength was given, all these are converted into in terms of calcium carbonate equivalents. Then after that whole should be multiplied with volume of water, then purity factor. Once again, I am saying lime requirement 74 by 100 into temporary calcium hardness, temporary magnesium hardness, permanent magnesium hardness, carbon dioxide, HCl, H2SO4, and then bicarbonate, ferrous ions, and aluminum plus 3 minus NaLO2. All expressed in terms of calcium carbonate. That means whatever the strength was given, that all are converted into inequivalents of calcium carbonate. See now, what is this, sir? We are not understand this equation. See, now you can understand how. See how you have to implement this reaction, this formula. Yes. So for example, I am giving this question. What is that question? The following waters calculate the requirement of lime for the softening of calcium bicarbonate is equals to 100 milligram per liter. Strength was given calcium bicarbonate of 20,000 liters of water. See here what I am saying. What is the question? We have to calculate the line. Okay, that's fine. We will calculate. One standard equation is there. Then which hardness causing ion was given? Calcium bicarbonate. Single was given. Calcium bicarbonate. What is the strength? Yes, is somebody are joining. What is the strength? The strength is yes, somebody are raising hand.
Sir, what is purity?
Array, listen man first. Okay, listen to me. I'm coming. See, array, listen carefully. If I am teaching whatever the queries you would be getting, that I am addressing. I will address. Yes, student may get this doubt. Yes, I have to cover. Yes, like this, like this. Then all the things should be covered. Don't worry. Just wait 1 minute. I'm covering that. Yes. See here, I'm giving one numerical. What is that numerical is? Calcium bicarbonate is there in the water sample. And its strength, let us assume that 50 ppm or 50 milligram per liter. See here, the question was, calculate the requirement of lime for the softening of 20,000 liters of water for the following impurity. That is, calcium bicarbonate is equals to 50 ppm. It was given. Then what we have to do? Yes, you go through the lime requirement equation. See here, lime requirement. In the numerical, which was given? Which ion was given? Yes, calcium
Bicarbonate.
calcium bicarbonate. Very good. So here, calcium bicarbonate is the temporary calcium bicarbonate. So other are not required here. Only temporary calcium hardness. Bracket close. Bas. Here, temporary calcium hardness. Okay, in equivalence of calcium carbonate. Bracket close. Into volume of water. Into purity. Okay, purity that I will say. Just wait. Volume of water 20,000 I said. Then here, temporary hardness, calcium hardness. How much strength was given? 50 ppm. So don't substitute that 50 here directly. You have to convert the calcium bicarbonate hardness in equivalence of calcium carbonate. How? That 50 into multiplication factor. You do that, whatever the answer you are getting, that answer here you have to substitute. Then 74 by 100 bracket, then that what is the answer? Then bracket close into volume of water 20,000 liters. You can simplify that, you would be getting the answer. That means, see how, okay, based on the data, you simplify the formula. This is the general formula. Let us assume that. Let us assume that. Another question was given. Calculate the requirement of lime for the softening of 20,000 liters of water for the following impurities. Carbon dioxide is equals to 20 ppm was given. That means water is having only carbon dioxide. We have to calculate the lime. We know that 1 mole of carbon dioxide is required, 1 mole of lime. That means, yes, if carbon dioxide is there, means lime is required. Then what is the simplification? Simplified formula? Yes, lime requirement is equal to 74 by 100. Okay, into carbon dioxide in equivalence of calcium carbonate, bracket close into volume of water into purity factor. That means, based on the data, you simplify the formula. Are you समझ में आ गया कि नहीं आ गया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Say for example, another question was given like this. What is that question? Calculate the requirement of soda for the softening of 20,000 liters of water for the which is having the following impurity. That is the calcium chloride. So calcium chloride means calcium permanent hardness. Only soda is required. Isn't it?
Yes,
Getting
sir.
my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So only soda is required, calcium chloride. So what is the formula then? Simplified formula? Yes, soda requirement is equals to 106 by 100 into, okay, the calcium chloride in equivalence of calcium carbonate, bracket close into volume of water, purity factor. When you simplify that, you would be getting the answer. Then another question. So let us assume that. Let us assume another question like this. Okay, calculate the requirement of lime and soda. Lime and soda, both here they are asking for the following, for the softening of 20,000 liters of water for the following impurity. Then what is the following impurity? Let us assume that magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride is equals to 20 ppm. Then yes, magnesium chloride is the permanent magnesium chloride. So that is a permanent hardness. So permanent magnesium chloride, how many moles of lime and soda required?
2 more.
2 more.
क्या 2 mole man?
1 and 1.
1 each.
हाँ यस सुवाड़ा तेजस कुमार क्या है? हाँ पूछो. What is your doubt?
Nothing, sir.
Okay. Don't disturb the class, man. I will solve all the queries. Don't worry. So here, magnesium chloride is there. Magnesium chloride means N plus S is required. 1 mole of lime, 1 mole of soda. So lime requirement is equal to 74/100. Then bracket magnesium chloride, because permanent magnesium chloride is also 1 mole of lime is required. So here in the whole bracket, simply you write down magnesium chloride. Then in equivalence of calcium carbonate, bracket close, into volume of water and purity factor. That means here magnesium chloride, how much ppm it was given? 20 ppm. So don't substitute 20 here. What you have to do? You have to convert them in equivalence of calcium carbonate. How? That, okay, degree of hardness. Degree of hardness is equals to strength of hardness producing substance into multiplication factor. So 20 into calcium carbonate by magnesium chloride molecular weight. You simplify that. That simplified answer you substitute here. Then 74/100 into that simplified answer. Then volume of water into purity factor. Similarly, soda requirement 106/100. Here also 106/100 into magnesium chloride. Bracket, okay, in equivalence of calcium chloride. Then bracket close. Then volume of water into purity factor. That means the strength was given in the equation. People, what they are doing the mistake, the 20 ppm as it is, they are substituting here. No, don't substitute. You have to convert in degree, in equivalence of calcium carbonate. Then that value you substitute here. That is going to give the requirement of lime and requirement of soda. Now here, okay, 1 or 2 equations were there. What are those equations? See here. Okay, here one data was given. Calculate the requirement of lime and soda for softening of 25,000 liters of water from the following analytical data. That means, okay, volume of water was given and he is asking lime and soda, and these are the impurities are there: carbon dioxide, bicarbonate ions, calcium and magnesium. Okay, or otherwise here, okay. This is hardness. The problem 2 is suitable for us because purity factor was given. See, calculate the amount of lime. See, lime purity was given 84%. That means lime is not 100% pure, so it is 84. If it is 84% was given, means 100/84. That means where I mentioned purity, so there into volume of water into purity factor means 100/84. Then here soda 92% means where that if purity factor, if purity was mentioned in the numerical, then you are required to use the purity factor. If, say for example, if this 84 was not given, 92 was not given, so not required to multiply with purity factor. That is 100%. If purity factor was given, then in the equation you write purity factor. If 80 kitna percentage diya hai, say for example, if it is 20% of pure, then 100/20, 30% 100/30, 94 100/94, 92 100/92, 84 100/84. So calculate the amount of lime, that is 84% is pure, and soda 90% pure, required for treatment of 20,000 liters of water, whose analysis is as follows. That means calcium bicarbonate was mentioned, magnesium bicarbonate, magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride, sodium chloride, 10 like this, the data was given. See, now here what is the mistake is, okay, see, first of all, what we have to do, out of all these, which answer required lime, which answer required soda? Calcium bicarbonate, which calcium bicarbonate required lime or soda? Please reply.
Lime.
Lime.
Magnesium bicarbonate?
Soda.
Lime and soda.
Lime and soda.
Lime and soda.
2 moles of lime.
Bicarbonate.
2 moles of lime.
2 moles of lime. See, I said some general conclusions I gave. For temporary hardness, lime is required. Calcium bicarbonate is temporary, magnesium bicarbonate is temporary. But exception is calcium bicarbonate 1 mole of lime,
1 mole.
magnesium bicarbonate 2 moles of lime. Over. Then here magnesium sulfate. This is the
Lime plus soda.
Lime and soda.
Calcium sulfate.
Only lime.
Lime.
Only soda.
Only soda.
Only soda. I said permanent calcium, permanent hardness soda is required. Calcium permanent, only soda. Magnesium permanent, L plus CS. The
Soda.
generalized conclusions you remember. Then calcium chloride,
Only soda.
Only
only
soda.
soda, very good. Sodium chloride.
Nothing.
Nothing required.
Yes, very good. Sodium chloride is the existing in the soluble form. So that does not contribute any hardness. So you can ignore that value. Okay, now, also calculate temporary, for example, yes. See here, what are the temporary hardness? These are the temporary. What are the permanent? All these three are the permanent. Okay, you have to calculate the hardness. That's not a big deal. See, now what we have to do? First of all, we have to convert in equivalents of calcium carbonate. Please remember this. That means calcium bicarbonate strength was given 40.5. So 40.5 into multiplication factor 100 by 162. Magnesium bicarbonate, you convert in equivalents of calcium carbonate. First you convert all in equivalents of calcium carbonate. Then what is the temporary hardness? Calcium bicarbonate, magnesium bicarbonate, 25, 25. That is permanent hardness. All these three you add, then that is 75. It's over. Now, lime requirement. What is the lime requirement? See, out of all these, calcium bicarbonate, 1 mole of lime, magnesium bicarbonate, 2 moles of lime, magnesium sulfate, 1 mole of lime. So here, calcium bicarbonate, 25, magnesium bicarbonate, this 2 moles of lime, 2 into 25, plus calcium chloride, magnesium sulfate, 25. So 25 plus 2 into 25 plus 25, bracket close, into purity factor. 84. Then volume of water, 20,000 liters. Then you substitute it, you would be getting the answer. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Then
the purity factor has been reversed.
92% of pure soda required for softening of 20,000 liters. Then here, see, calcium sulfate soda is required, calcium chloride soda is required, magnesium sulfate is also soda is required. So we simplified those values in equivalents of calcium carbonate. Those values should be substituted here. 25 plus 25 plus 25. Into purity factor. What is the purity factor? 92. That means 100 by 92. 100 by 92 into 20,000 liters of water, volume of water. See why it is divided with 1000? Because, here we are converting into, kgs. If 1000 was not there, then we would be getting in grams. In order to convert in kgs, then we are substituting, we are dividing with 1000. Then it is giving in kgs. That means 1.72 kgs of soda is required. Are the numerical was understood or not?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Are you
sir.
getting any doubt? Very simple. First of all, you should know which answer required the lime and soda. That is very yes, Viraj. Pucho.
Sir, I am getting a doubt in that purity factor. Sir,
purity factor, what is the doubt?
Sir, we are dividing by the purity factor. For example, we have 92%, so we'll divide by 92, 100 by 92. Okay, sir.
That's it. Simply, if purity factor was there, how much purity was mentioned? 100 by that much value, you put it there, you calculate it. Getting my point? Viraj?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, here for the lime soda numerical, what we have to do? First of all, you should know which ions are required lime, which ions are required soda. See, now I am saying, just you remember, temporary hardness causing ion lime, permanent hardness causing ion soda. Exceptionally is calcium permanent only soda, but magnesium permanent lime and soda. Here exceptional, that temporary hardness lime is required, but magnesium temporary 2 moles of lime is required. Then remaining acidic substances L plus S is required. Heavy metals L plus S is required. Then carbon dioxide lime is required. Like this, please you remember, which ions are required lime, which ions are required soda. So in the equation, the generalized equation was given. The generalized equation, based on the data, you simplify that. I'm not saying that every time you put it there and you put all the values. No, based on the data. See here in the numerical, which answer was there? Here all these ions are required lime, but I am not putting all these. Based on the data. See here data, calcium sulfate, calcium chloride, magnesium sulfate. That data only you put it here. But here what is the mistake? Normally what students are doing the mistake. See, calcium bicarbonate, lime is required 40.5. They are substituting, they are putting the value directly this 40.5. No. See, you here it in the formula it was mentioned, all expressed in terms of their calcium carbonate equivalents. You have to convert it into in equivalence of calcium carbonate. समझ में आ गया सभी को? Is there any doubt? हाँ?
No, sir.
No, na?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Then similarly, that okay. Okay. See, internal treatment is there. Another method. How much time is left right now for us?
6 minutes.
6
Okay. Yeah. See, these are the external methods: zeolite process, ion exchange method, lime soda process. Lime soda process. Lime and soda are added to the water sample. All the hardness causing ions are reacting with lime and soda. They're converting into precipitates. Once they convert into precipitates, you can filter it off. Then the resultant water is the soft water you can use for the further applications. But over. But here for the calculations, simply you required for lime and soda. Lime 74/100, whatever the ions are there, into volume of water, then purity factor. If purity factor was given, you multiply with the purity factor, or otherwise don't use purity factor. Soda 106/100. You calculate that all. Now, internal treatment. What is the internal treatment? See, in the internal treatment means what happened? External treatment, before feeding the water inside the boiler, we are softening the water. Internal treatment, what happened? After doing all these experiments, still the water may be having some impurities. Because when the water is fed into the boiler, okay, the water is transformed into steam by the application of high temperature. Then the water is get concentrated. If any precipitates are there, the precipitates are coming out from the water sample and they are creating some boiler troubles like either sludge or scales or corrosion, caustic embrittlement, priming, foaming, like this. So what we have to do, inside the boiler, we are adding some chemicals. So because of these chemicals, what happened? Okay, there are two formulas are there, two principles are there, two reasons are there. First one is the added chemicals inside the boiler, they are converting all the hardness causing ions into precipitates. First one, we are converting all the hardness causing ions into precipitates due to addition of these external reagents or external chemicals. Once they are converted into precipitates with the help of blow down operation. What is the blow down operation? The partial removal of concentrated water from the boiler. That is the blow down operation. Then you remove it. Then again you use another slot. Then second one, we are adding chemicals. Because of these chemicals, the hardness causing ions are converted into soluble complexes. That means hardness causing ions are converted into some complex. That complex may be existing in the water in the form of soluble form. If it is in soluble form, that does not create any hardness or that does not create any boiler trouble like sludge or scale or priming or foaming, corrosion, caustic embrittlement. So this is the two principles. Internal treatment, internal, inside the boiler. Inside the boiler, we are adding some chemicals. That added chemicals may react with hardness causing ions and they are converting to precipitates, or otherwise that added chemicals may react with hardness causing ions and they are converted into soluble complexes. There are two reasons are there. Because of these two, we are avoiding the boiler troubles inside the boiler. What are those? Number of internal treatments are available in the market. But here, for our knowledge purpose, 4 was mentioned. Carbonate conditioning, phosphate conditioning, colloidal conditioning, colloidal conditioning. In the carbonate conditioning, simply we are adding the soda, sodium carbonate. So because of that sodium carbonate, if calcium sulfate related hardness causing ions are there, they are converted into calcium carbonate. Okay, so for example, calcium sulfate is there, then what happens if calcium sulfate is there? Due to addition of sodium carbonate, they are converted into calcium carbonate precipitate, sodium sulfate. The calcium carbonate is the precipitate, sodium sulfate is readily soluble in water. So that means, internal, we are adding inside the boiler, we are adding sodium carbonate. So if permanent hardness causing ions are there, that may convert into precipitates. That means if calcium sulfate is there, that can be removed due to addition of sodium carbonate in the form of precipitate. That means here we are converting the hardness causing ions into precipitates. So here that is the carbonate conditioning. Simply we are adding sodium carbonate. Then another one is phosphate conditioning. What is phosphate conditioning? See here directly I am moving ahead because these are normally at the time of viva voce examination teacher may ask, or otherwise in your examination sometimes they may ask briefly explain the internal treatment. Then you are required to write these type of things. See in the phosphate conditioning, sodium phosphate Na3PO4 we are adding to the inside the boiler. So because of the sodium phosphate, the hardness causing ion, M stands for metal, either calcium or magnesium. If any metals are there, metals also are there, due to addition of sodium phosphate, that is converted to metal phosphate. The metal phosphates are precipitates. That means based on the available hardness causing ion, we are required to add such type of chemicals. So here metal phosphates are there, they are the precipitates. So you can remove that. The normal water, sodium chloride, sodium sulfate readily soluble in water. They does not create any hardness. Then next one, colloidal conditioning. Yes, in the colloidal conditioning, what happened? We are the inner walls of the boiler, we are lining with agar or otherwise some jelly type substances. Inner walls of the boiler tube. See what is sludge? The soft, loose and slimy products, slimy precipitates are called as sludge. Scale means the precipitates which are strongly adhering to the inner walls of the boiler tube, that is called as scale. So if any precipitates are there in the water sample, if heat is continuously supplied, those precipitates may strongly sticking to the inner walls of the boiler tube, that is called as scale. So due to addition of this, if the inner walls of the boiler tube is lined or coated with this glue or agar, these type of chemicals, then what happens? The precipitates may not stick to the inner wall of the boiler tube. They may exist in the form of precipitates. So the precipitates blow down operation, you can remove that. Then this is the colloidal conditioning. Then Kalgan conditioning, sodium hexametaphosphate.
Sir.
Ah.
Sir, maths class.
Yes,
The
yes,
link
yes,
for the
yes,
math
yes.
classes.
So here in the Kalgan conditioning, sodium hexametaphosphate we are adding to the water sample. So that due to addition of sodium hexametaphosphate, if any hardness causing ions are there, they are converted into soluble complexes, soluble metal, hexametaphosphates. Calgon, sodium hexametaphosphate is called as calgon. So due to Kalgan conditioning, the hardness causing ions are converted into soluble complexes. But over. Internal treatment is over. What is the internal treatment? There are 4 methods are there. Carbonate conditioning, sodium carbonate we are adding. Colloidal conditioning, that means agar, glue, these type of chemicals we are adding. Phosphate conditioning, that's here we are adding sodium phosphate to the water sample. Calgon conditioning, sodium hexametaphosphate we are adding to the water sample. So here some are converted into insoluble precipitates, you can remove. Then some are converted into soluble complexes. Once it is converted into soluble complexes, that does not create any hardness or boiler troubles like sludge, scale, priming, foaming, carryover corrosion and caustic embrittlement. So no problem at all. So these are the softening of water. So with this, today's class I am concluding that one softening of water fully completed along with numerical. External treatment, internal treatment. What are the external treatment? That is external methods are lime soda process, zeolite method, ion exchange method. What are the internal treatment? Carbonate conditioning, colloidal conditioning, phosphate conditioning, Kalgan conditioning. These are the 4 methods. Along with this, some other methods are also there, but these are the sufficient for us. So please remember. So with this, I am concluding the technology of water.
So will you
Understood?
share
Yes, sir.
this?
That's
So-
people
Yes,
can
sir.
share it. Don't worry. Yes, understood. Everybody, please
Yes, sir.
understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can we leave?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, who is
Thank
the
you,
teacher
sir.
for mathematics teacher?
Mandal, sir.
Dr. Gopinath Mandal.
Okay. Okay, you can leave. Okay, thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Some of my